Hello, everybody. Rob Cootie here, the MLM Solution. How you doing today? Today is Wednesday. It is the 15th. And sorry, I'm looking around. I hear some doggies around my feet. Sorry. Anytime I hear the dogs moving around, I wonder if they're trying to tell me something like I got to go potty daddy. So I apologize. I got distracted there a little bit. Anyway, and you can already see a cat. There it is. Boy. Then today is going to be Animal Day. I can tell. All right. With that being said, today is podcast number 251. No. I apologize. I thought I had all that correct. Boy, I am getting off on a bad start, aren't I? Okay. All right. Today is 1/3. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking and taking a deep dive into how that 1/3 works. We talk about it a lot, but really, how does it work? In other words, is it all instantaneous? Is it long term? Is it short term? If it's short term, how long? Is it 3 months, 6 months? What exactly does 1/3 mean? What is the impact it has on your business? What are the negatives? What are the positives? We're going to talk about that and more in today's episode. As you know, we go live each and every day, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. If you want to find us and join us live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, all you have to do is use our hashtag the MLM Solution, the MLM Solution, or you can go to our website. On the website, on our main page, you will see the ability to click on a link and watch us live from the website as well. And everything else is right there at your fingertips on the main page. So how convenient, right? Anyway, we're going to be talking about an important subject today. If you will, join us at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and share our hashtag with other network marketers around the globe so they too can watch and gain information about how this industry works. All right, with that being said, I'm going to hop off here and get the program.
Welcome to the MLM Solution Podcast Show, where you'll learn the facts and hear the truth about the network marketing industry. Here's your hosts, Rob Cootie and Marie Cannon.
Hello there, Miss Marie. How are you today?
Good morning. It is the middle of the week, and I'm doing just fine. How about you?
That is good. I'm glad to hear it. I tell you, that intro can be so frustrating sometimes. Here's what happened. As you know, sometimes we log in and the back office is different. Mm-hmm. And I send you links. You know that. I sent you a link yesterday for today's episode, right?
Yes.
That means that I went into the back office and set everything up, made sure everything's there that we need. That also means that I put in the title. Okay. The current title is this. That is not what I put in.
No, that's yesterday. We're having Groundhog Day if that's what we're doing.
I know it. And Miss Marie, that's so frustrating. So when I was doing the live intro, as you could tell, I was caught off guard when I saw yesterday's episode title.
Yeah. Deja vu all over again.
Oh, well, it's aggravating. You do all the preparatory work and you think you're good to go, and it never crossed my mind that it was not going to be correct.
Well, like I always say, technology is wonderful when it works.
When it works, yes. Oh, man, I tell you. All right. I'm looking to make sure tomorrow's, yes, it is. Tomorrow's episode, guys, is this. Tomorrow's subject, business builders and customers or versus customers, why you need both. I will address that again here very shortly. But that's tomorrow's episode. The reason I bring it up because I don't want there to be a mistake about what tomorrow's episode is going to be about. All right. So today is 1/3. I know some of you that follow us are going to say, you guys already talked about that. You're right. Okay. But once again, like yesterday's episode, we are talking about, yesterday was where does 95% of your income come from? If you joined us yesterday, or if you did the replay, you'll notice that we took a deeper dive and another angle, not because we're trying to stretch out that subject matter, because we realize that there's so much that happens to make this business go that we can't cover it all. Like when we talk about 1/3, we can't cover everything. So we have to come back and revisit it, but we try to put it off where we can connect it with another subject, right, Ms. Marie?
That is the attempt, yes.
That's right. So if you go to our website, or if you go to our Facebook page, or let's say social media platforms, and you do a search 1/3, that's the reason why you're going to see the 1/3 in the title, but you'll also see a sub heading along with it, giving you a firmer understanding of what that particular episode is about. And this episode today is exactly what I'm talking about, because we're not going to talk about the 1/3 and the effect it can have, right, Ms. Marie? What we're going to be talking about is how it works, how it unfolds in your business, okay, which is important that you know that, because look, if you're going to build a successful business, you have to know the intricacies about it. Like yesterday, we talked about don't focus on your 95%. Where does your 95% of your income come from, right, Ms. Marie? We talked about, hey, log in your back office and listen to what your back office is telling you. And know in the back of your mind that the numbers in network marketing, including the 1/3, is going to do their thing. What you got to focus on is what, Ms. Marie? What you as a leader are responsible to do, right? Correct. And it was an important episode yesterday. If you didn't join us, if you haven't listened to it yet, please go back and listen to it, because it's imperative that you understand what we're talking about in these things, because a lot of times you sabotage your own success by things that you do, and a lot of times you don't even know you're doing something that's going to sabotage your success. Would you not agree with that?
That is true.
That's why we do what we do here, and why today's subject matter is so important. All right, with that being said, before we get started, if you like what you hear in today's episode or any of our episodes, please give us a thumbs up. We love that immediate feedback. Dancing bears, smiling women, all that other stuff. Please give us a heads up. Instantaneous feedback is great. And when you do that, guess what? We know we're hitting the nail on the head. It helps us understand that, yes, we are talking about things that are relevant to what you want to learn. Also, if you understand the points we're making and you understand how it can have a positive impact, once again, the thumbs up lets us know that we are, again, hitting the nail on the head. If you're at any of our social media platforms, share, like, and comment, even on our website, okay? Please do that. Why? Because all the algorithms at these social media sites love engagement, okay? We like having subscribers, but it's the engagement that the algorithms are designed for, because they're saying, the algorithms, hey, people want to learn about this content. Even if you don't follow us as a subscriber, guess what? When you engage, they're saying, hey, even though this person doesn't subscribe to this channel, they like what they're seeing here. Right, Ms. Marie?
Correct.
And so once again, the algorithm works with us. And that's what we're trying to do. As you know, we bring all of this to you free of charge so that you can build this business. You increase your chances for having success, greatly increase your chances, I should say, for having success in this industry. I am struggling today, and today is a hump day. I should not be struggling. Anyway, I'm tongue-tied and everything else. If you are at our YouTube channel, please subscribe. And if you want to be notified when we're uploading new content, when we go live, just hit that little bell twice. All right, I got through that. I don't know how, but I got through that. All right, Miss Marie, if you don't mind, why don't you go with this so I can shut up for a minute and kind of gather myself. Let me see if it's even in this back office. I'm not even sure yet. It sure is. Okay.
Well, of course it's in our back office, because it's something we're working on diligently here, and that's putting together our very first live event. And what we've done is we have created a registration page for you to sign up ahead of time to get notified when we come out with information regarding our very first live event. So you want to go register at MLMmastersacademy.com. Very simple contact form to fill out with your information. take you less than 2 minutes to get to that website and fill it out. And again, there's nothing salesy there, no shenanigans. That's simply a notification site so we can let you know. You'll be among the first to know when and where we're scheduling our first live event. And of course, very special for the first 100 people who go to that site, register ahead of time, and then do attend the live event. You are going to get extra special VIP treatment. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity to be the first 100 at our first live event. You don't want to miss out on that. Once again, that's MLMmastersacademy.com. Go take care of that today if you haven't done that already.
Oh, that's right. And you can go to our website and click on the link there as well. All right, Miss Marie, if you don't mind finishing it off with this wonderful, knowledgeable moment, I guess, educational moment.
Yep, probably our foundational product. We talk about it all the time, the 5 simple steps. That is the system that we recommend to take advantage of the network marketing business model to achieve the levels of success you want financially, time freedom, in terms of elevating your lifestyle. You can get a copy of that at 5, the number 5, simplesteps.net. And that will walk you right through each of the 5 simple steps that are part of the system, help you set that foundation, give you the tools and the information you need to teach your team the same thing so you can duplicate that system of success and build your team, build your organization, and attain the success you're after that much faster.
That's right. Well done, Miss Marie. Thank you so much. It allowed my mind and my mouth to take a rest and maybe to work together instead of going in different directions from this point on. I needed that.
Well, we'll see. We do enough talking, you start tripping over your tongue sometimes, and as soon as that stumble starts, it just seems to snowball. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's amazing it doesn't happen more often with me. Okay, I can't speak for you, but for me.
Oh, it happens plenty with me. Trust me. I'm creating new words all the time.
All the time. I totally get that. When I'm writing, I create new words. All right, and I'm pretty good with grammar and with writing and organizing my thoughts in a chronological and timely manner. But boy, I tell you, sometimes I surprise myself. I go back and read it. I say, "Oh my gosh, who wrote that? What are they? What are they trying to say?"
Right.
Dude, if it wasn't for Miss Marie being my editor, I would be lost sometimes. All right. With that being said, we are going to be talking about the important subject of 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. And really, this title that is on the ticker is not doing justice to the episode, because this episode is more than just the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Real quick, we're just going to give you a quick overview of what the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 is. Guys, for all of you that are new or maybe be listening to this podcast for the first time, you found us on our platforms, whatever the case may be. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 means this. 1/3 of people that you sponsor will do it right away. 1/3 will do it later, and a third will never do it. Unfortunately, when we verbalize that, the image that comes into your head is, okay, if I sponsor 10 people, the first 3 people I sponsor are going to do it right away, right, Miss Marie? That's the image that comes to your head. And then the second 3 people, now I have a total of 6 that I've sponsored. The second 3 people are going to do it later, so I don't need to worry about them. And then the last 4 people are going to end up never doing it, okay, for a total of 10 people that I sponsored. Okay, so I'm going to focus on the first 3 people I sponsored, and by golly, if I have to horsewhip them, if I have to drag them across the finish line, that's going to do, because I sponsored you. You're the first 3, and the numbers say, and Rob says, and Marie says that you're supposed to take action right away, right? That's the image you have in your head, and that's the reason why when we did the previous episode of 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, we were focusing on how the numbers in network marketing work. And we were explaining how the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 works in that context. Would you not agree with that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty on how it really works in regards to when you're building a business, okay? Because one of the key things about the numbers of network marketing, and specifically about the numbers of today's episode, the 1/3, is that you got to keep it in the back of your head. Now, let me give you an example, and we will make this short and sweet. Miss Marie and I decide to get back in the industry. We pick a company, whether it's the same company or a different, doesn't matter. Here's the thing. Miss Marie and I, we both know the numbers of network marketing. In other words, we know how it works. We know the numbers that we have to be responsible for, but we also know the numbers that are working in the background. Okay? It's just like you getting up in the morning, being at work by 8, and you look at the clock to make sure you clocked in by 8 o'clock. Okay? And then you just know that that clock is ticking away. You don't have to look at it. Right, Miss Marie? You know that, okay, it's probably close to 10 o'clock, and almost 11 o'clock. It's coming up on 12. And you turn around, look at the clock so you can be ready for lunch. But the whole time you were at work, you didn't stare at your watch. You didn't stare at the clock on the wall or on your computer. Why? Because you know the clock is running in the background. Well, that's exactly what Marie and I would do if we joined a new network marketing company. Miss Marie and I would not worry about the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Why? Because it's like the clock in the background. We know that the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 is going to do its thing. What we'd have to do is focus on what we're responsible for, right, Miss Marie, which is working the numbers of network marketing, especially when it comes to recruiting and sponsoring people. Okay? When we fill out our 90-day mini blast goal sheet, we know that that is the beginning of working the numbers in network marketing. And we know that if we put down, we want to sponsor 60 people in 90 days, or 120 people in 90 days, or 180 people in 90 days, whatever the case may be, we know when we write that number down that the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 is going to do its magic. If we go to the point of sponsoring 60 people in 90 days or 120 people in 90 days, right, Miss Marie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we're not worried about the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Why? Because we know what our responsibility is. What is that? 90 people in 90 days, 60 people in 90 days, whatever it is we put on our goal sheet. Okay. Well, how do you determine how many people you have to sponsor? We're not going to get it deep into that, but here's the thing. Miss Marie and I would look at the comp plan and we say, okay, for me to maximize this and qualify for every bonus and to make sure that we are getting, having pin rate advancement on a consistent basis, I'm going to have to sponsor 92 people. Right, Miss Marie? It's different for everyone. One comp plan may say it only needs 75. Now, the comp plan doesn't have it out there. It doesn't say, Rob, you need to sponsor 75 people. We have to look at it and use our knowledge to evaluate a comp plan. And if we have any confusion, we call the company and say, how do I qualify for this bonus here? How many leaders do I need? How much volume do I need? It's a little confusing right here. And so we get clarification. And what do? We sit down with our pen and paper and our 90-day goal list, and we put down, hey, I've got to sponsor X amount of people. And on that goal sheet, Miss Marie, as you know, it has how many leaders you're going to have in that 90-day period, right, Miss Marie? How many of this? Okay, why? Because you're setting up a foundation that will maximize the financial opportunity this company is presenting you. You don't want to leave money on the table. You're going to be working your tail end off, and you want to make sure that you put yourself in a position, because if you do it, you can teach your downline to do it. And replication starts in a positive way and will maintain itself, if done correctly, in a positive manner. Everybody having a realistic chance to qualify for these same bonuses. Thus, allowing your downline to do what? Maximize the financial opportunity of this new company. Because as a leader, when you sponsor them, what did you tell them with your Music to the Ears message? I know how to build this business. This is a unique opportunity. It's just a short time frame, unique opportunity to get in here and create life-changing money that can support the lifestyle I want. What are you, in essence, telling them? That you know how to make the most money possible in the shortest time frame possible, right, Miss Marie? That's what the Music to the Ears message does.
Absolutely. And that's why we advocate it so strongly, right? Because it is so effective, and eventually the numbers will work out for you. And that's the thing to understand. You know, when we talk about the numbers of network marketing, it's because the math ultimately works out. Numbers don't lie, right? right?
That's right.
Despite what some people may try to tell you out in the world, 2 plus 2 is always going to equal 4.
That's right.
And when you have enough numbers to work with, these 3 1/3 that we keep talking about will ultimately work out. Now,
Yes.
you're not focusing on that as your goal. Your goal is sharing the music to the ears message, duplicating your system throughout your organization, finding and developing leaders, all those other things we're talking about. But ultimately, as you're building your organization, especially after you've been at it for a year, year and a half, 2 years, when you look back at the numbers, the number of people that you have brought into your organization, you are probably going to find you're pretty close to 1/3 of the people got started right away. 1/3 of the people kind of lollygagged around for a while, took them a while to figure things out before they finally engaged. And you have about 1/3 of the people that signed up and disappeared, did nothing at all. That's just kind of the way the numbers work. So again, like Rob said at the beginning, you can't look at the numbers too soon. If you're looking at your first 10 people and you're like, okay, so this theory of 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 should work out, right? And you look at your first 10 people you brought into the business that you did 2 months ago because you've been kind of operating at a snail's pace and haven't really taken advantage of a 90-day mini blast just yet. If you look at your first 10 people, you're like, well, gosh, those numbers didn't work. I only have one person that's actually doing anything in the business. This guy, he keeps making excuses. He might do something later, and 8 of them have disappeared. So how does this 1/3 thing work? Well, the numbers and the time that you've been invested in the business, you don't have enough to work with yet.
Right.
It takes time, which is why Rob's saying it's kind of in the back of your mind. It's not something you're focusing on early in your business.
That's right. And to be honest with you, Ms. Marie, in your example, and it's certainly not to contradict what you're saying, because you said it exactly right, but I just wanted to clarify this moment so people don't perceive your message incorrectly. Guys, what the example she gave, actually the 1/3 is working on one scale. She had one person, okay? But you'd say, well, that's not 1/3. I agree with that. But guess what? The 1/3 works on the 10, and then the first 3 people that you sponsored, the 1/3 is working again. The 1/3 never stops. Just because you sponsor 10 people the 1/3 doesn't say, okay, guys, we're done. Okay? It works on and on and on. Go back and listen to the episode. We'll talk about it. It never stops. It works on everything. But here's the thing. The reason in this example that Miss Marie gave is that 10 people, that's not the numbers of network marketing. You can't sponsor 10 people and expect the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 to work. Right, Miss Marie? It's not going to happen because you haven't worked the numbers. Well, Rob, what's the numbers? Go back and listen to the episode. Okay, because we have an episode of that. That's not what this is about. What we're talking about here is exactly what she said at the end. She said that you have it in the back of your mind. And what we talked about yesterday and what we're talking about now and what she just touched on is that your responsibility is to what? Work towards your goals that you establish on your 90-day mini blast goal sheet. Whether that's sponsor 60 people in 90 days, 90 people in 90 days, whatever. Look, the numbers of network marketing, the reason that you pick, it's so important that you pick how many people you want to sponsor for a multitude of reasons. Okay? Because Miss Marie, the reason I brought it up about the music to the ears message, this is where the rubber meets the road. Because you told people when you sponsored them with the music to the ears message that you knew how to maximize the financial opportunity this company was presenting. And that you had a system that not only took advantage of that financial opportunity, but you yourself could help them do that. Right, Miss Marie? Mm-hmm. Well, guess what? If you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and if you don't know what it is, listen to the last 2 episodes this week and today's. If you don't know what you're doing, you lied to them. This is part of maximizing the opportunity that this company presents you and the last 2 episodes. Really just about everything we teach. But here's the thing. In order for you to maximize the opportunity this company is presenting you, you got to let the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 sit back here in the back of your mind and focus on doing what you put down in the goal sheet. And the reason the goal sheet is so important and the reason that you are going to pick the number of people to sponsor in that 90 days is because the comp plan says if you sponsor X amount of people, you will qualify for every bonus if this number of leaders break in your business. So I sit down and I say, okay, I understand the numbers in network marketing. Not only does the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 work on the 60 people I sponsor in 90 days, but out of that, 1/3 that will do it now is 18 people. So I'll have 18 people that will pretty much, if I sponsor 60 people over a 90-day period, I'm going to have basically, right, Miss Marie, 18 people that are going to be active pretty much right away, right? Correct?
As long as the numbers work out, yes.
And it doesn't mean the first 13 people I brought in the business. It doesn't mean the first 13 people in the first month. It doesn't mean 13 people that I sponsored in the second month. What it means is once I sponsor 60 people, somewhere in that 60, whether I sponsor them in the first month, second month, or third month of that 90-day mini blast, there's going to be, guess what, 18 people that are going to stick their head up, right, Miss Marie? In some way, shape, or form. Some people are going to have small businesses, medium businesses, and I might be lucky enough to have one or two that are building big businesses or on their way. Okay, now, guess what? The 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 works on that 18. Okay, meaning that out of the 18, as she said earlier, the 1/3, 1/3 in the numbers in network marketing work the whole time you're working the business. If it's 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, right, Miss Marie? And as you put together a large organization, the numbers will continue to evolve because you're dealing with human beings. Human beings have problems. They have time issues. They have health issues. They have divorce issues. They have relationship issues. Whatever the case may be, things are going to get in their way. Okay. And people that show real promise in the beginning will start to fade off, right, Miss Marie? And then all of a sudden, somebody else will pop up, somebody unexpected, right? You don't know where those 18 people are going to come from. What you got to do is work the numbers and then start working the leaders, whether it's 3 or 4 leaders in the beginning before the other 15 leaders come on. Whatever the case may be, everybody has a different timetable because everybody has a different life, right, Miss Marie? That's the reason why we're talking about this 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Guys, it's a total picture of 60 people. It's not you sponsoring 10 people and the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 working. Okay, it is. But it's working in the background, but it's not going to reveal itself because you haven't worked the numbers big enough. Right, Miss Marie?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so that being said, what we're talking about here is that now that you have 18 leaders that have taken action over that 90-day mini blast, and you're able to log in your back office and see these 18 people clearly, and they're at all different levels at this particular moment. In other words, one person's built an organization that's creating 3,200 PV group volume per month. Another one's created a group that's creating 1,200 group volume. You might say, well, those aren't very impressive numbers. You know what? Big shots start out small like everybody else. You embrace all of them that are taking action. Building 1,200 group volume is not an easy task, right, Miss Marie? You celebrate that. Miss Marie knows how difficult it can be with certain companies. And if they don't have a lot of products in their product line, it's difficult to do that. So here's the thing. You celebrate those 18 people, okay? But you got to realize, once again, in the back of your mind, okay, I got 18, but I also know that 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 is working on that 18. Robert, you saying that the 18 the 18 leaders you have is a big enough number for the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3? Yes, because here's what happens. Life happens. The 18 starts to whittle away. Where I have what? What's 3 times 18? Okay. Well, guess what? That is 6.4. So in other words, 6 people, right, Miss Marie?
3 times 18 is not 6.4 last I checked.
24. No,
Are you-
I'm sorry. 8.
Are you dividing 18 by 3?
No, it's 8. It's 8.4. Okay, I'm sorry. It's my fault. Okay, so what you have is that you have basically 8 people out of those 18 that are really serious. Okay, are they going to reveal themselves all at the same time? No, they're going to reveal themselves over what? A course of time. It could be 90 days, it could be 120 days, right, Miss Marie? Because everybody is different. Okay, you got to realize, guys, that the 1/3, 1/3 is always working its magic. Your job is to do what you're supposed to do in the 5 simple steps, right, Miss Marie? Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to be busy. I'm going to tell you, if you have 8 people that are seriously building this business, in other words, their business is consistently growing, okay, and they're doing what you taught them, okay, they're like, okay, you know what, this guy knows what he's talking about. I'm going to do what he tells me to do, and they found out that, yeah, right, Rob knows what he's talking about. It's working just like he said it would, and now they're really starting to take off, okay. Here's the thing, you're going to be super busy with those 8 people, right, Miss Marie? Mm-hmm. Meeting their needs, helping them build their business, continuing to teach them on a timetable that they'll allow, helping them to continue to qualify for the bonuses, reviewing their business. Because if you're smart, you're working with these people over the next 90 days. Remember, you did your 90-day mini blast. Now, over the next 90 days, you're going to do what? You're going to identify and work with those leaders. Why? Because you want to stabilize those leaders. You want to make sure that they are on solid foundation, that they know what they're doing. And part of that is helping them to grow a spine and stand up when they have a problem child in their organization. It's not all fun and games, right, Miss Marie? There are going to be challenges. And some people are not good with confrontation or with leadership where they have to hold people accountable. Okay, those are the intricate things they have to learn as they're building a business. You know, everybody thinks, oh, it's all rosy. You know what? I can build this incredible lifestyle and everything's great. You just get in, you sponsor people, everybody gets along, and this and that. Right, Miss Marie? Most people think it's rosy and fun and games all the way through. Guys, it's a business. It has problems like anything else, right?
Well, and nothing worthwhile is ever easy, right?
That's right.
There's always going to be challenges and hurdles to overcome. Yeah,
that's right. Okay, so you got to realize the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 is not a strategy. It's not a tactic either. It's not a theory. She used a good word, theory. I like that, but it's not really that. It's a factual thing, okay? And it's going to do its thing over the whole course that you're there. If you're with that company for 3 years, guys, the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 will never stop working. Never, never, never. Well, I'm not recruiting anymore. It has nothing to do with recruiting. The only reason we bring it up with recruiting and sponsoring in the beginning when you're doing a 90-day mini blast is because you have to set the proper number of people you need to sponsor in order for the numbers to start working, right, Miss Marie? In your favor. Well, I don't want to do 60 people. That's too many people in 90 days. I'll just do 30. Well, good luck. Is all I got to say. Because yeah, you could have a business, Miss Marie, which will level out, probably, based on a comp plan, like a super direct or extra super duper direct, whatever they want to call them. Okay. But here's the thing, because of network marketing, your business is going to start doing this over the course of a year or two, right, Miss Marie? So you're going to work your tail end off and act like, well, I don't need 60 people. You got to realize the reason we use the number 60 is because it's the beginning of putting together a business that even as life takes its toll on your business, in other words, people quit for whatever reason. They pass away, they get a divorce, they decide the industry is no longer for them. They go into real estate, whatever the case may be. Okay? That is part of the erosion that takes place. It's just the nature of the beast. There's no way around it. One of the reasons we talk about 60 people in 90 days because it gives you a realistic chance of putting together a business that will withstand that erosion, right, Ms. Marine? Okay. Right. I would never stop at 60 because it would scare the crap out of me, Ms. Marine. I'd be like, oh crap. The moment some people started leaving, I'd be like, oh shit, oh no. I'm going to do 2 90-day mini blasts. That's just me. Okay. Why? Because I realized my second 90-day mini blast is going to be far greater than my first one, even as an experienced pro. Okay. It's just the way it works. Okay. And what am I doing? I'm building an insurance policy, and we did an episode on that, right? Go and do it. You'll see insurance policy. We talk about that. Build in an insurance policy. Look, you're in the groove. You got things going. You know the message. You got momentum on your side. Don't stop now. Build an insurance policy. Make sure that your business will last a long time. You're right there. Why not? Once you let that momentum die down, guys, with that company, you might as well go to another company because it's over. You cannot recreate that, right, Miss Marie?
Correct.
And we have an episode on that. The synergy, the dynamics that happen with a new company cannot be replicated. It's short term. It's not long term. It's the reason why we'll tell people, get in, get your butt to work right now for 1 to 3 years. Ride that wave, that exponential growth of that company. We did it on expansion, did we not? Where they do pre-launches. Mm-hmm. Big money in pre-launches. Company pre-launch, product pre-launch, country pre-launch. We did it on that. Big money available. You'll never have that again, right, Miss Marie? They'll come out with new product, but the excitement and buzz is gone with the company and the expansion. Okay? So there's so many dynamics that are happening with a new company that you have to take advantage of it. That's the reason why if I was with a new company, I'd do 2 90-day mini blasts, okay? And I can't do them back-to-back. As good as I would be in that environment, I would not do 2 back-to-back because I would not be able to control the growth. Miss Marie, you ever hear about a new company being put out of business within the first month because it couldn't meet the demand?
I don't know that I have, not within the first month.
Well, there have been cases where a company came out with a product or whatever the case may be, and they were prepared for the most part, but they didn't have the funding and they didn't have the materials to meet the demand. And what they did is, let's say they projected 10,000 units in the first month. I'm using crazy numbers, but it doesn't matter what the numbers are. And they had a 20,000, and people weren't willing to wait. They needed it right away. Well, they couldn't get funding because they were a new company to buy the materials to produce the other 10,000. So they had to refund the money, and then word got out, and their sales just went. Now, I'm using an extreme example, but that happens, okay? And you say, well, how does that relate to what you're talking about? Guys, I am not going to do that to my business, meaning that if I do 2 90-day mini blasts back to back, I'm ignoring the leaders that are starting to pop up because I'm too busy sponsoring more people, right, Ms. Marie? You can't do 2 90-day mini blasts back to back, even if you're Superman or Superwoman, because there's not enough attention to go around. You're only one person. You can't be in multiple locations at one time. You have to sleep, you have to eat, you have to be with your family. So it's near impossible. And I'm sure somebody will try it or has tried it. I don't know. It's near impossible to do that. It's just crazy over the top. And the most important part of that is that you ignore the leaders that come out of your first 90-day mini blast, right, Ms. Marie? And they get frustrated because they've run into a problem. They can't get through it. You've talked about your own experience in that, where you couldn't get a hold of somebody or you couldn't get a straight answer. And you wanted to overcome that problem. You couldn't because nobody would help you, right?
Exactly. You have to be there to support the leaders that are coming up. If you're not there to support the leaders, they're going to lose interest, get discouraged, and potentially fall away. Some may power through just through sheer force of will of their own, but you've got to be able to support them and help build them up and really get a solid foundation so that they stick with it long term.
Yes. What you do is you work with your leaders until they build a business that they can't walk away from. And that's how you get stability, right? And it's no joke. That's what you do. They have such a great lifestyle and making so much money. They're saying to themselves, I can't leave this. This is too good, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. Well, you don't have time to do that if you're doing two 90-day mini blasts back to back. Okay, so in order to maximize the financial opportunity a new company is presenting to you in your downline, you need to know that part of the numbers in network marketing is being committed to that company for 1 to 3 years, right, Ms. Marie? Looking at the comp plan, seeing how many people you need to sponsor, because as I said earlier, I'm going to close this out. Ms. Marie and I can look at the comp plan and we can say, okay, I got to sponsor 82 people. Okay. And I know that if I sponsor 82 people, one third, if I have this many leaders come out of that over a course of 90 days, that will put me in a position to qualify for the first 3 bonuses in the comp plan. Right, Ms. Marie? Okay. And that's what we're doing. Now, as we tell you, we're not worried about bonuses. Then why to bring it up? Because look, it is money that's sitting on the table. It's there for a reason. And part of you building a business that is stable and profitable is teaching your people how to take as much money as they possibly can off the table. Just because we teach you that we're not focused on bonuses because we understand the power of the comp plan on its own, what you do know is that there are people that eyes get big when they see an ability to make $10,000 bonus check, right, Ms. Marie? Mm-hmm. So we have to teach a balance and tell them, well, this is how you qualify that. But first, as you know, Ms. Marie, when we teach people about the 100 by 100 equals 10,000, we're looking at the comp plan and say, if you create 10,000 group volume, and we'll show you how to do that. We got a system that will do that easily. Here's what you'll make. We don't talk about bonuses. We talk about straight cash in your pocket, right?
Correct.
Okay. But as they're building their business towards that and they get to that 10,000 group volume level, the comp plan, based on the comp plan, along the way, they could qualify for 1 or 2 bonuses, right, Ms. Marie? And you want to show them, hey, while you're working your way towards that 10,000 group volume, here's a couple of bonuses that you might like. You know, it could be a $1,500 bonus, could be a $3,000 bonus. And you know what? Those people would be like, man, that'd be so nice. Well, I'll show you how to do that. Okay. Once you show them how to do it on the smaller scale, they'll get it on the big scale, right, Ms. Marie?
Correct. And
what are you doing? You're holding up to what you told them in the beginning with the music to the ears message. You didn't lie to them. You showed them exactly how to maximize that opportunity, right, Miss Marie? And that's where the power of the numbers come in of network marketing and the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. That's the reason why filling out that 90-day goal sheet is so important. So did I summarize that correctly?
I think you did a good job of summarizing that. I think it's pretty clear. And of course, folks, if you have questions about anything we've said here, comment, drop us a line. You can contact us through our website. Let us know if you need clarification on something. If there's something we've mentioned that you want more detail on, let us know. We're happy to either directly respond to those requests, those questions, or oftentimes we'll build an entire episode around it and respond to it, because if one person's asking about it, chances are we've got a bunch of people out there with the same questions.
That's right.
So we want to be able to address that for you.
That's right. Thank you for bringing that up. I agree. All right. So with that being said, I hope you guys understand what we covered today. If not, please go back and review this. Take notes, whatever the case may be. Listen to it on your headphones. The great thing is these things will be replayed over and over. But the information that not only is in today's episode, but the last 2 days are really important episodes containing information that could have a profound effect on your results. And once again, there's a reason why we do it. Nobody takes a deep dive like we do into this. Miss Marie, this was pretty deep. It's not as deep as we could go in this subject matter, but you know what? That's for the membership area, because really we don't need to go all that deep. This is a surface conversation here. This is, directly related to how many people to sponsor, how this plays out. So the people needed to know this. But I'll tell you, during the live event and stuff like that, we will be going into greater detail, right, Ms. Marie?
Oh, yes. More information, perhaps, than you'd ever want to know.
I know. But the great thing is you'll be able to access that, because all of that will be recorded and you'll be able to have access to that so that you don't miss out on the thing. But if you're going to build a successful business that you can depend on for years to come and to create the lifestyle you want, guys, all this deep dive stuff that we'll do at a live event is absolutely essential to know, unfortunately. Okay, but you learn it in phases, right, Miss Marie? I mean, look, it took us a little over a year to get to this point on this subject matter. And as you know, I've been very controlled. She has to stop me sometimes, and I'm not going to drag this out. She has to stop me sometimes because I have a tendency to go too deep and too advanced too soon. Right? I've gotten better at it.
Yep. We're getting there, but we've got a lot of topics to cover, and everything we touch on leads to another topic. And of course, everything we could talk even more about, but we also have limited time to deal with. So.
With limited time. And you know what? I got to save some of it for the live event. I can't do it all, All right. With that being said, tomorrow's episode, guys, is going to be a good one. Business builders versus customers, why you need both. We talked about customers business builders or customers, which one to focus on and why. That was the title of that one. That is during the sponsoring and recruiting process, right, Miss Marie? Mm-hmm. Totally different subject. This here is, hey, this is what your business is made up of. And we're going to be talking about the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 actually has a profound effect on this right here, the total numbers that play out, as well as your stability. You'll be amazed at what you'll learn in tomorrow's episode. As you know, we always go live 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel. Please join us then. You can find us by utilizing hashtag the MLM Solution or by going to our website. Miss Marie, did we do? Yeah, we did. You did it. That's the reason why I don't remember it. She did the promos. All right. With that being said, we're going to hop off of here. We hope to see all of you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Miss Marie, got anything to add except for bye-bye?
I do not. See you all mañana.
All righty. Talk to you later, guys.
Thanks for listening to today's podcast. Download our podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and other podcast platforms. Visit our website at www.themlmsolution.net for additional important information, show details, and past shows. Follow us on Parler, Rumble, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button, or the get notified button while visiting our other social media platforms.